Breakthrough is that I finally made it. I started selling courses and I bought my dream.
Psych!
Guys, no, I did not get hired by Walt Disney to promote this movie. I just had a breakthrough, as you see on the title. And by breakthrough, I have officially done it. Don't question why I'm just mysteriously walking away into the distance. I'm trying to or farm as much as I could before I tell you. Actually, no, it's not even disappointing, right? It's my journey. You know, to some people, 5K is not a lot. But to me, how my situation is going, it means a whole lot. And before I even get into everything and explain what the breakthrough I just had, I want you just to get a little bit of a sneak peek of my journey so far. So you guys can see the type of stuff I went through. And I am planning to make a video to go way more in depth about it. Way more in depth, because there's so much. So you can actually understand why this means a lot to me. And the amount of work I put in, lots and lots of work. And it's paying off. And no, I'm not trying to sound depressed. It's just, one, it's like 4 a.m. Right, I finished watching the movie like an hour ago. And I just want to make this video, right? Because I've had a breakthrough after so much going throughout my journey. So I'm going to take a right over here. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I'm going to take a right. Let's break it down. Yo, you always got to see these videos because you never know. This is me right now. A little bit chubbs. Not a little bit, I'm pretty chubbs. But I basically started my journey probably like fully locked in probably a few months ago. With like chasing financial freedom and all that. And I don't know, I just wonder, right? I was gonna see myself like in a year and a few months, right? To like prove that it's just starting, right? I always like learned to start, but I didn't know like I started because of motivation, right? Because of all these things, but I didn't start for me, right? Like I started, like I wanted to lose weight like 5 years ago when I noticed like I was big as hell. But you know, lots of factors come in, especially money. I tried lots of other things. You know, literally since 2020 to like recent 2024, where I was like playing Fortnite every day. I was playing competitively, and time was just passing by. I was wasting so much time in this game, but you know, it's in the past. And you know, I'm glad for the things I learned from it. I'm glad for the connections I made. But yeah, now I saw it as a waste of time. But during the moment, you know, I was just having fun, and yeah, I just want to see myself like how I'm gonna be in a few months, because you know I've been locked in every single day working, just getting started, right? Not finding excuses, just getting started. I made my life so boring, right? Like the working is really the funnest thing. Working on myself is the funnest thing. And yeah, of course, with sacrifices, like there's lots of things going on, but that doesn't matter. I know where I want to be, and I know that the first steps is just taking them, right? There's a lot more I want to talk about, but you know, I'm walking to school right now. I want to see myself like this might be the video where the montage and I'm like glowed up and like I'm rich as hell and everything. And I'm just here right now, you know, walking to school, late to class, until overslept, working, try to walk to school, but it's okay, right? At least I work, but it's gonna be worth it. Oh, my lip chop is out right now, I can't even lie, but I was about to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. You know, I was working all day. I told myself, yeah, you know, I just wanted to finish it. I keep telling myself I want to finish it, and I'm not respecting my rhythm. But you know what? I'm gonna punish myself, and I'm gonna work out either way. Right? I'm not gonna give myself the excuse. Yeah, this right now, I'm just trying to get to the gym. You know, become the best version of myself, because I know my best version, and I'm just recording these videos because I'm trying to document everything. You know, because you know, I'm not a huge blow up. It just takes time. But no, I'm just telling myself that if you don't change your schedule, it's gonna keep on happening. You keep on working late. Oh, I need to finish this. I need to finish this. It's so late. And you wake up super tired the next day, and you skip your gym. That's not gonna happen today. We're gonna get right to work. We're gonna jump rope. Oh yeah. Big booms. You guys, this is my whiteboard. As you can see, I'm still fat as hell. Right? I'm still chubby. I'm not perfect. I'm trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be perfect. But I'm trying to be better. And you know, this is what I'm trying to do. Really every day, tallying every day that I work out, and then when I miss my workout, to see most people don't like record the journeys. I'm gonna try to teach people that record your journey. You don't have to like, this looks crazy. Like, bro, why are you doing this? This is because you know, I want to. Like, it makes it seem like I'm super organized and disciplined. I'm not fucking disciplined. Look at me. I'm learning though. I want to be. Right? Being disciplined doesn't mean waking up at 5 a.m. every day. It just means to have like a path and to stick on that path no matter what. And that's what I'm learning. It's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna fail. You're gonna have things set for you in your life, because it's the best thing that's ever happened, because you want to learn, right? There's no miracles. You just gotta do it. And you know, it makes you seem like I'm a perfect person. But hell no, I'm just trying to be organized, you know. seeing the stuff that I'm not like looking every day because this is my focus. This is what I want my focus to be, and I just want to be reminded every day because we're not perfect beings, right? It's so easy to get distracted in this world, and I just want to be focused. All these little quotes and these tellies, showing every day I show up to work or to work out, and the days that I failed, and I know why I failed those days, and I learned. For example, yesterday, right? I failed because I was working late at night. I got super lazy and super tired, but I did that to myself. I even told myself at 10 p.m. I could work out, but I didn't, right? Now the next day I did work out. I'm getting super late, but I'm not gonna miss another day, so I'm gonna work out, baby. Oh, I'm about to go graduate, baby. Gotta run out to the stadium. Who the hell? Where's your wanky little ass? Bro, it's sprinkling everywhere. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious right now? Get the fuck out here, bro. Holy, get your little ass. Okay, well, going back to me. I just came to here to say that I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna have millions in my bank. I'm gonna inspire a lot of people, right? What's it called? And I'm gonna become the best version of myself, right? I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I know it will happen, right? Maybe even more than millions, right? Maybe a billionaire. And I'm not saying this because I'm just trying to be cocky, because I'm actually gonna go do it. And my whole life, right? I've failed a lot in a lot of things, like everyone else, right? Everyone has their own obstacles. My obstacle, I got into no trauma, don't be me, right? But dude, this guy, bro, chill out. I don't want to crash, like holy. But going back to me, I just want to say that everyone out there, right? Right now, this is me, right? I'm chubby as hell, right? I'm about to graduate. I don't have much money in my bank. I'm about to go to college, right? I'm not lost, but I am driven, and I learned a lot of things. One, right? While you're at school, right? You never want to fail, right? Your parents, like, if you're super strict, they never want you to fail a test. You adapt to learn that feeling is bad, right? And what you gotta learn is that failing is the best thing to happen, right? When I used to fail, right? I still, you're gonna fail for the rest of your life, right? You're never gonna be perfect. You're not gonna succeed at everything. But to the people who are afraid to fail, right? You gotta be up to failure and learn up to about it, right? And if you don't, then you're cooked, right? You're never gonna achieve. You're never gonna learn. You're never gonna learn to take those steps. You gotta fall back down and stand back up, right? Like, it's that simple to succeed. And this is my mindset now, right? And I already know I'm gonna succeed. And I want you guys to see that. Look, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm manifesting. It's not just manifesting. It's like I want to fail. I want to become better, and I know what I have to do to become better. Right? I have to fail, learn until I succeed. I have a plan. Like, there's just so much stuff I want to talk about without being more like. So I am gonna go down the YouTube journey, and this is just like a doctor. I'm about to graduate. I'm about to go out of school. I'm about to go to the real life. I'm so excited. Lots of people are so scared because they think they're gonna fail. They don't know what they're gonna do. But the thing is, you just gotta start. Right? I started an AI agency like 2 months ago. I'm going strong. I'm working really hard. Like, I can see really good potential in that. I invest in myself. Spend some money on some courses to learn, because like life is really all about learning, right? You just gotta consume, and become a better version of yourself every single day. I strive to become a better version, even though I'm not the best version of myself. I love myself, but not this version. Right? This is not me, and I know I can be something better, and I know everyone else can. And I want to, teach that, right? There's lots of people who go based on motivation, right? And if you're motivated, right, that's not what's going to get you to succeed, right? You gotta be disciplined. I'm not talking about discipline where everyone says you gotta be perfect, wake up at 5 a.m. every day. That's not discipline, right? Discipline is doing the things that you know you don't want to do, right? The things in the back of the head that you know you have to do, but you don't do it, right? Because lots of things dopamine, addiction, all these other things, right? Wait, I'm about to crash for a second. I almost died, bro. This guy was coming off, I was flying over 360 degrees, and I almost got shot from the cheeks, bro. Boom, 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 boom. But I'm good. But going back to my motivational speech, and this is not to even tell me if I die right now, I'm cooked, and then this motivation, goes to waste. But it's not even motivation. I'm just trying to show you guys my values right now before I'm even successful, right? And I want you guys to learn. And by, I started learning this by failing and taking it as a way to learn and become a better version of myself, right? On my board, right? I'm not consistent with going to the gym every day. I keep failing because, sometimes I work to 3 a.m. My schedule's all like so bad. But, I write it down and I'm taking videos and I'm noting things down because like it just has to be a constant reminder in your head until it becomes a habit, right? Once it becomes a habit, you just start building yourself every single day, and that's like how you succeed. That's how you become super successful. You gotta build yourself one by one, brick by brick. Most people just want to build the whole bridge, but how are you gonna build the bridge if you don't have the bricks, right? And how is the bridge gonna be consistent if you're not gonna lay them out one by one, right? And yeah, these are my values. There's so much more, but I don't want to die, so I'm gonna focus on driving, and I can't wait to be successful. And I just gotta say, you don't know how long it takes. You just know it's gonna happen, right? Thank you. Goodbye. Well, the day has sadly come. I don't even know how to react. I'm supposed to cry. I just know how to get it figured out and move forward. But I told myself, I'm fully evicted, and it sounds so bad to say, like, I'm homeless. Like, I'm not a joke. I was facing this funny, but I'm just gonna get it figured out. I'm gonna figure out. I will be successful. It's just how life is. It'll be a lot worse. I'm just so lost right now. Like, not by lost. This is part of my document because it's important, right? During my agency for 6 months, putting so much work. Most of it is just learning and failing and doing what I need to do. But these past like 1-2 months is when actually I focused just to make money. Like, now I fully understand like everything about it, and now it's really just action. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Right? We've been running ads, we've been getting booked deployments. Our show up rate. I don't think I can be saying that, but show up rate is terrible. Like, these are new ads that we're running, and we're at 0 out of 10 calls, and it's annoying because I don't know what it is. Like, we already provided so much value. We have pre-call. Everything I learned, like, I implemented it, and you have AIs that even reach out to them, and so much other stuff, and I'm still not getting any booked deployments. And I want to understand, like, what is my bottleneck? Is it a niche? Am I not providing enough value, or am I not providing enough urgency? Like, so far, my ads are mostly, like, the conversion is on the curiosity of what this AI system is, and that's exactly what we're doing, so I think that's what it could be it. It could be that we're just creating curiosity, we're not creating the actual urgency, and yeah, I'm just documenting right now because I'm honestly, like my brain's just farting. Like, normally, like, I don't want to get myself out of these situations and go ahead because I'm telling my fellow, there's a problem, I know what to do and what to implement, and now this problem, I'm like, what can it be? Well, I know what it can be, but like, I need someone to show up, and it's not even about like the money. Like, I just want to practice. I just want to take these calls. I want to get better, because as I get better, I learn more, and when you learn more, you're more experienced, and things get easier over time. Yeah, it's nice outside. I'm gonna record my video because I have to update on a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's a journey, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Yo, in the future, where if I maybe post this, like, I already know me be successful, bro. I'm gonna be successful. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Because I just am. I don't know what it is. I just am. I watched Brez's video, like everybody knows Brez in the future, but yeah, I watched Brez's video, and he's building his personal brand and stuff like that. And he also always knew, right? I'm not comparing myself to him, but I also know. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start, because I watched the part where he's trying to be his young self, but I am my young self right now, so that's why I'm documenting and stuff. Because, bro, what am I even saying, bro? Good for Brez Scales with his personal brand. I'm Yo Augustine. I'm not Brez. I'm not anyone else. I'm Yo Augustine, and people are gonna know me for me. I just want to make it, bro. I just want to make it, I just want to make it, bro. I'm tired of just having no freedom. Just life kicking me down every single time. I'm tired of it.
Of how everything's been going, hopefully. So you got an idea. And that's not my full story. There's so much bad. It's a lot that I'm doing this. Everyone has different reasons. Everyone has obstacles that they go through. I had mine, and every time I failed, and I failed. I've been failing a lot, guys. And I'm human. And I just, before, I get into everything, I know, right, watching my journey so far made me realize that everyone is trained. It's at school, right? Go to school. Your parents don't want you to fail on your assignments. Your teachers don't want you to fail. They paint as failure as the worst thing possible. Nobody wants to be a failure. Everyone wants to be a winner. But guys, we're not perfect. We're always gonna fail. And it's not a bad thing. That little switch, right, from understanding that failure is just a normal part of life. Everyone fails. When you fail, you have to learn to learn. You have to learn to learn. But you know what? Every time you fail, every time I fail, instead of sitting there and be like, why me? Why do I have to fail? Why can I just not win on things, right? Even when you practice, even when you get good at things, you still fail. We're humans. We need to fail to learn. It's just how we are. If you can't accept that, you're never gonna grow. The reason why people succeed is because they fail more than you. Because they failed more than you. They've learned more. Because of that, they have no growth. Growth equals success. And with that out of the way, it's just amazing stuff. Right? Finally, I got my first upfront deal, and it really gets things kicking. Like, as you saw there, basically homeless right now. And not basically, like, I do have a place to sleep, but it's like very shady. I can get kicked out anytime. Can't be seen at this place. There's just so many things, right? There's also so many things that are going on in my life. And as you saw in the last video that I just put there, I was stressing out. Like, that was a week ago. A week ago, it was in my brain, like, am I gonna make it? Like, oh my god, all this work I'm putting in. And I want you guys to know, it's not like I just don't like a little bit. I started wasting the rest of my time and saying I've been working, but I just I'm gonna do just stuff. And, just go distract myself. Now, this past 6 months, every single day, not like in a foolish way, because I knew my life around me was crumbling, but I still stayed consistent because that's the only thing I can do right now. I can go get a job and fall into that trap. I would be trapped there for a long time. Just taking the risk. That's another thing. Taking those risks. Just right, we're so big. If I didn't get this deal in 1 month, I would be on the streets. Because I'm 18 years old, and as you saw, right, my jail thing, because I had an altercation, family member basically ruined my life. And it's really sucks to say that a family member really don't want to say it, but fuck up your life. One person was supposed to protect me, help me, and help me learn, came into my life, are all this pain. Right? I want to put a photo. I used to be a super healthy kid. Right? The film used to be amazing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I know I don't want to get all negative and stuff, but I just want you to understand that, man, I'm just happy like I'm finally winning because my whole life I've been failing a lot, wasting and distracting myself from problems I had. Like, one, my family turned out not to be perfect, right? It's not like those family shows where it's all lovely dovey and yeah, parents like they fight a lot. And it was just that inconsistency, and I never really had anyone to talk to. Let a lot of my emotions to myself because I secluded myself, right? And I'm really outspoken. Like I love, I love this. I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I was depressing, but I was so distant, like too distant. So I never really talked about my problems. I always want to help everyone. Like during when my parents were fighting, I didn't want to be in the middle, but of course, like with my mom, she was dealing with depression and substance abuse. Had to do it for her, and you know, she was mentally tough on me because she was on those stuff and it wasn't really her. And I really love my mom. That's one of the reasons I'm working so hard right now. Because without her, I wouldn't be here. She's one of my fuels to keep going. Because not only this guy, my father, ruined our lives, but mostly ruined hers. And she sacrificed a lot for me to be here in America as well. Be able to have the life I have, even though I've been getting pounded all life. At least I have more opportunities. And yeah, but enough of that. I hope you guys understand. I'm trying to be a better person, and I feel like I'm the only one right now that can really get my family out of the trouble we're in. And right with this, when that just happened, I really think I'm gonna get there. And I have big dreams. Like everyone always have fancy cars, rich. I want to have a family. I want to be able to not stress about money anymore. I want to be able to make my family happy. And I don't want them to stress anymore. They deserve so much more than what society has them tangled down to. My mom deserves to live the rest of her life happy and not stressing anymore after all the stress she just went through, getting cheated on, and us having to leave with our father or having to live with our father because my mom wasn't financially stable. It's just a lot of stuff. I'm gonna make a video going deeper up to my whole life story, but I'm just trying to get you to understand my feel and why this means so much. Uh, Now let's go to the working side. I've been working for the past 6 months, and you probably wonder, okay, how did I even get started? Well, first let's start my entrepreneurial journey. Right, I'm gonna fill in the blanks of my whole life, but let's just say uh I don't know, after COVID, right? Let's just say that's when life started going down. Probably like most people, uh, to get distracted with the problems I was having in my life. I find it dopamine in things that are bad for me. Like a lot of anything is so bad. Discover the goon at 12 years old really affected my life as well. Like a lot of men out there, and we'll get through it, right? And started eating a lot, started getting bigger. I used to be a very healthy kid. And I usually strive myself anything that just brought dopamine in my life because, like I said, I was feeling so much. Like I just had to get that distraction dopamine, video games. And yeah, I went on for a couple of years, and then really the breakthrough was kind of sounds dumb because literally my life was Fortnite, and I was trying to make it out Fortnite because I was putting so much time into it. That's what really opened my eyes after. Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. I have to keep it short. I started cheating in the game, started making a lot of money. Basically, lying to my parents that I was actually good, but no, I just cheated. I just cheated the game and started making money. And then I got banned, and then I just felt like I wasted all my life, like 5 years of my life, grinding stupid game instead of getting good at life. Right? I wasn't trying to make money on phone. I think with a lot of people. right? Everyone that, that have somebody that can strive themselves. Or I know a lot of people who also try to make it afford out for the successful with that. There's people who've done it, but like when I got banned, I realized all that time I wasted. And I saw this video on TikTok. I posted on my other video. I said, "Hey, you should go watch that." That's another good video. Kind of goes a little bit to my story and another breakthrough in my life mentally. But yeah, all that time wasted, I was like, wow. And the stuff with my situation with my father was getting worse because to kind of explain for you, I just basically he was narcissist, controlled with money. So I realized I literally have no freedom. Hey, if you left, I'll have no. Basically, my mom was dealing with their own things because they didn't get divorced. It was weird because it was like a money fix. So you didn't want to get it's. I don't know how to explain it. I just want to explain out the video. Sorry that I just really understand that. I just can't believe a man who has a family, right? The one thing you're supposed to come into the world for and leave your legacy. And you go cheat on a woman and affect all your kids' lives, all of them, because of your selfish actions. That's one of the fuels as well as why I want to be a better man. And there's so much more to that. But yeah, sorry. It's a big thing that finally winning. I had my little wins, but before I get to that, let's keep going. So I quit. I started being influenced by like everyone else because everyone in the space right now. I was like super early. I was when like meme coins were like going crazy. And I was grinding, right? Because I had nothing else to do. No more video games, school. Like I didn't even care. I'm not gonna lie. Just ChatGPT, everything. Once I found ChatGPT, it basically saved my life. I even came up with strategies to cheat on tests because I was just so focused on making money. Uh, yeah. So, what was I? Sorry, lost train. Oh yeah, focus on meme coins. I was studying so much, watching every video, trying to get as much value because I had nothing else to do. Right, so I just use that consistency of sitting on my booty on a chair for the past 5 years and use it for the best because I don't know how to sit on a computer and sit there. So I use it to learn and I learn. And that's where I kind of understand the consistency. And with meme coins, like I understand I have to risk to earn and I have to fail to learn. And it went pretty well. I remember I made like 1,000 in like 10 seconds. And that was amazing. Like I was like, oh goodness. Uh, And you're probably wondering, like, okay, how do I have money to start with that? Right. I never had a job, to be honest. We had like this family business, but yeah, I made my money from there, working hard there. But yeah, meme coins started with that, and then when it started crashing, I realized there was like no consistency. Like I just depended on other people at the end of the day, and I did not want to be dependent on other people. I depended on the markets and you know bull bullish or bear. I forgot what what are those terms are. Or yeah, right. I just hated depending on people again. Right. I want to be independent. I came across a video and at the time like it looked like a crazy opportunity because it sounded so new. I knew AI was big, and I wanted to get into AI and not AI automations. Those those things are about to die very soon. But basically, like AI systems, I like to call it like AI partnerships or AI scaling. Basically, you just leverage, ads, AI, and lots of other stuff to partner up with local businesses or service-based businesses or whatever type of niche. Just partner up with them, and you just use this system to generate them so much revenue because marketing agencies. Well, I know I just kind of spinning on what I kind of do. I'll go more in depth than that because sorry, just yeah, right. I just basically sell AI systems and I basically help businesses scale. And there was a lot of learning in that. That's like one of the things I want to get into it because oh wow, I can start learning ads, marketing, sales, all these different skills, and those are high value skills all together. But of course, it takes time, right? I had no sales experience. The only sales experience is with my family business. I did some cold calling for kids' clothes businesses, right, to sell them and then I also went to trade shows. So I had a little bit of business. I mean, like I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know what it was going to be. But I think I really found my thing. Uh, But yeah, I fell into that guy's content. I made a video basically exposing them. Like a few months later, guys are just gurus selling shovels in the gold rush. Obviously, because AI is big and it's something new. If you read Russell Brunson's book, Expert Secrets, you learn like Brez, TJR, all these different gurus, right? Or leveraging the information, like gatekeeping of info, like they show your dream life, right? That's your dream life. You want to be rich, you want to further around, you want to not stress about money, you want to have that financial freedom. Just put the dream in front of you, just like the dude said, did the same to me. Like I was like, how is this kid 17 years old making this much money? Oh, bro, I'm glad finally I got knowledge on that because then I can easily tell who are gurus and who are not. Right, just because it gave me free value doesn't mean, you know, but just one step closer to the funnel, as I like to say. But yeah, I fell into that, went to that course. It was so much money. I think that package is like for 20K, 5K, something ridiculous. It's just crazy because high leverage and those high value, like it's very. It's, you can watch how to make ads on YouTube. I did. There were just so much better ads. And how did I learn? By failing. Same with AI. Like they just leverage AI callers. I liked AI callers, but I saw so many more opportunities. That's why I don't call it. They called it AI growth infrastructures, AI arbitrage, and of course the new opportunity. That's what the expert secrets also brought to the book. The new opportunity. Uh, and of course, this new thing. If you let's say like if you're early to dropship and early to Bitcoin, like at the moment, like oh, if you're early, you would have been making bank. Right? So I took advantage of that new opportunity. Started selling the info. Of course, I got in it because I wanted to be rich. I thought I was early to something. I didn't even realize that this thing has been, I think, for 6 months. But yeah, I got in, and I was super disappointed. The only thing I liked was the community. That's why I started my own for free because I realized, like, okay, it's basically I paid this much money for a community. Like, wow, that is ridiculous because that's the only value I really saw. The course was literally like the free course, just goes a little bit more in depth on the sales side and make it seem good. Like, of course, you have one-on-one calls with them, but they're not even experts in the business. Like, they've been selling info for so long, and finally, after 2 years, they had a breakthrough. Right? Of course, if you're not successful, if you're focused on something for 22 years and you're not successful, like again, like depends. But like I think 1 or 2 years is enough. Like I've been into the trying to make money online space for almost a year. It's about to be a year. But in this space, already been 6 months, and I already had a big breakthrough. I really think I'm so close to scaling, especially with this new offer. Basically, with this new thing I launched. Sorry that I get all over the place, but basically, we're 1 out of 5 sales calls with this new offer, which is very different than all the competitors because, like, that's the thing with this info space is people just start copying what works, and then they do that, and then they never learn by failing because no one wants to fail, right? You don't want to take risks. That's why you're getting into courses and mentorships. But a real mentor will tell you that you're gonna fail, and you need to innovate. Right? Like it's a good thing to have a blueprint, a framework of what you need to do, but innovate and be different because all my competitors are all the same, and that's why I really think I'm gonna be able to scale this business to where the gurus are saying like you can have 100K a month 3 months or some BS like that, and that's not true because there's so much more. And the way I'm going right now, about 6 months in, having these breakthroughs, I finally feel like I'm an expert in some stuff, and I just love providing free value. But like I said, like I could easily just become another guru. But what's the point of that? Right? I could sell this new opportunity, what I just called it, right? Because mine's not really not a new opportunity, but it's just like an innovation, and it's like a way better way to sell these things, and it's working, right? It's working right now. But yeah, sorry about my rant. Like, I just hate gurus. I hate people who paywall or gatekeep information because it's free. That's what I'm gonna change. Watch me. Me putting in the work and me failing and learning. I'm gonna give that all for free. Right? The only thing that's probably worth my time that I would love to do is mentoring people. I would love to do that, and that's why after this breakthrough, I'm gonna be streaming every day. Scaling my actual business. So you guys will see.
right? But you're gonna see this video. You're probably watching this video, or you will if you're watching this in the future. You did it, bro, and I'm so proud of you. You're just gonna keep on winning, and it's just the thing you need right now to get back on your feet. Stay locked in, keep your head down, keep grinding, because it's not over from here, right? The goal is financial freedom, and after financial freedom, right, it's just keep growing my personal brand, love being myself, doing the things I want to do, and I'm gonna inspire people. That's the thing that I love, right? Because you might be in a situation where it's just not as bad, you just want to make money, or you're in a situation where it's super bad and you think everything's over. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play, because my situation, like, in the past few months, you don't understand everything I just went through. Just to sum it up, basically went to jail, right? Homeless again, not homeless, and just so many other stuff. Basically, got disowned. I like disowned, but like, sorry. I don't want to drama dump, but you already know what you went through. And if you're watching this, whatever you're going through, you will overcome it. Just don't give up. I'm telling you, right? You gotta put this dumb idea in your brain that it's working in my brain right now, that you're not gonna give up. Because if you don't give up, you're gonna be successful. I think that's the easiest formula, is just staying consistent and never giving up. You're like, oh wow, that sounds so easy. It is that easy, but is it hard to stay consistent? Yeah. Is it hard to never give up? Yeah. But it has to be hard, because you need to grow. If you don't grow, you're not gonna succeed. I'm just so happy. I know I'm not like geeking, like, oh my god, let's go, because I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen at some point where I was putting the work in, but I knew it was just a matter of time. And I'm glad it happened right now. And it's good. I'm like 3, 4 young guys. It's so great. I said, I just watched the movie, and the resemblance of Aries, sorry that I didn't explain it, because I was manifesting it, right? Because I love Daft Punk, I love Tron. My favorite movie is actually Interstellar, but I do love Tron. I really love the soundtracks of Daft Punk, and it's one of the things that just, I don't know, the soundtrack just kind of makes a game into a video game, if that kind of makes sense, because like, I'm basically solo leveling, like, getting better at things, failing and learning. Each time I fail, right, you get to try again. Each time I fail again, you get to try again. Then finally, I beat that level, and I just beat the level where, I decided to break through. I don't explain it. It's like a checkpoint right now, because there's so much where I'm not even close to financial freedom yet, but it did finally give me a breather. That there's people who pay $5K for the system I find there's still so much more after that. Like, my lifetime value per client is like $50K per client. So we start making $10K a month. If I get one more person this month, I'm already 1 out of 5. But yeah, guys, I think that kind of sums up everything. I know it was a long video. If there's other people watching, hopefully you take it to heart that you don't give up on your journey, because you will succeed. It's gonna suck. Like I saw in the videos, right? My brain was everywhere, but I still had that one goal in mind, that I'm gonna reach that financial freedom. I'm gonna live the life I want to live. I'm gonna be the one in my generation to break through society's grasp hold, if that makes sense. Because everyone wants you to go to school, everyone wants you to go to college, work a job, work for someone else, not be independent. That's not for me, because I'm going to control what I want to control. I want to live the life I want to live. I have to sacrifice a year of my life. Like, I've been putting my head down and putting my head down. I reach where I want to reach. There's so much more. But I'll go that into my plan of success video, because I basically planned everything. Like, I already have an idea, because I learned so much value. That's why it also took me kind of longer, because I've been learning so much more stuff. Because, like, personal branding, and I want to, I'll get to the plan of success. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Like, the point of this is the breakthrough I just had. And I'm going to put my reaction when I close that deal so you guys can see it, because, it was amazing. And, like, you see, like, okay, why, like, I did geek out, but, like, why are you not screaming? I was like, dude, I knew it was going to happen. I just told you. I knew it was going to happen. You have to know it's going to happen. You just don't know when.
And if you finally accept that, you just don't apply, but you just do the work, you will be successful. It's that simple. And this sounds pretty simple, but there's so many times where when I go my work, like, dude, okay, what if I just do something else? What if I just go get a job, right? Get back on my feet. I'm like, no. You're gonna do the work until you succeed. And today is the day I succeeded. So hopefully I went over everything. Hopefully you kind of get an idea. Yeah, guys, I did it. I do it. And a huge thank you, right, to your local building the yard. Huge thank you for my family. She is for here. One of the big reasons why I'm doing this, because I want you guys to live the life you guys deserve to live. And I'm willing to sacrifice as much as my life as possible to make that dream come true for you guys. And I know I don't get like much social media. It takes really hard toll on me to buy, but there's so much more. It's more than the money. Way more than money, but it will be nice to not have to stress about that. And thank you guys for watching. Enjoyed it. I don't think I had anything else to say. Yeah, see my reaction. Now, just keep talking now. Journey, to show people anything is possible. Because you already see people, right, who get possible. And it's like, okay, what's the difference? Like another kid who's gonna get rich. Yeah, but I was a kid and was wasting my life. Really thought there was something else going on for me. But I finally implemented these things in my mentality. It's really putting me in the journey to be there. And if I can do it, I know other people could. There's a lot of inspirations there. And I feel like I will become an inspiration. And I'm manifesting. And I want to help you. Because with my AI stuff, I'm helping business owners make more money. Right? I'm already helping people that way. I'm glad that I could change someone's life with the skills I learned. And I love putting myself in that position. And as well as all the value I'm learning, all the things I'm failing. Because again, this is like a new thing. A lot of people just try to sell the info because, oh my God, I can make so much money. But how about you just do the work and actually learn and to actually scale this business to the top? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not going to stop. So you guys will see me at the top. Con Air is a very good movie. Go watch it. And I know I was supposed to put the clip. Now I'll put the clip. I'll see you guys later. I'm here mysteriously take a left.